All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. It's Pittsburgh. I don't know why this team showed up.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. Continuing to fight for more. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now McNair. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check three.
On 3rd down, George. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now McNair looking for a 1st down throw. He's got Mason complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now McNair. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, McNair. caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Manning. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go.
Here's Manning to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
First down.
Ready. 56 is the mic. Army.
Manning now on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Set. 18 Gator. I'm here all day. Ready?
James. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now they'll throw it with Manning. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
65.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Strip that ball. Set up. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. They can't set. 94 is the mark.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McNair. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
On 2nd down, McNair. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, it's George. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense. First half, maybe not runs later.
On second down now. Right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's McNair. Got his man complete over the middle. That's George. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's McNair. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Here we go. Here we go.
McNair to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, well, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
60 or. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. 49. Check. Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, shoot. Be careful.
On the ground, it's James. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. They run it with James. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On 2nd down, it's George, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run on 1st down. George. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Set. Hot. 94 is the mark. Here we go, D. Here I come.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down now, it's George. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 3rd down, it's George. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
So don't say nothing. Shit. Yeah.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now Manning on the bootleg. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
Down. 70, Indy. Let's go.
Manning now on 1st down. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd and 2, McNair. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Watch 9, watch 9. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, McNair. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll set him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Ready, go. Where's 52? Watch 52.
The final shot before break. McNair, he wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Okay, break. 56. Mike's 56. Go on, D. Shoot.
Here's James. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be fielded at the 6. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are finally going to stop him, but what a return. All the way to the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
On first down, it's McNair. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on third down, Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Manning. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Manning to throw once more. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's McNair. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. George. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go. 52. Go, go, go.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 40.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
On 1st down, it's George. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
On the double. 94 is the mark. Watch the run. They're running it.
McNair. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That was a really nice play. He was able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, McNair. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
We got 4. We got 4.
They'll try to run. They'll take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Manning going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, high 7. Snap.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Colts.
This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's first and 10. Now Manning. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, it's James. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Check 24, check 24. X3, 218, chop.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To throw again, McNair. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. To throw, McNair. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
94 is the mic. 94 is up.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Get out of here, man. Set, hut, come on, the bed. Hey, let's get this, get this.
To throw on second down. McNair throwing left side here, and it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Fitzpatrick, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. The throw over the middle, taken in, and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Indianapolis.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. James. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
He's coming. 80 weapons. Hatchet.
On second down now, it's James. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Colts, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.